A little bit about the church. I've already stated that it's from the 6th century and the oldest grave is 1167. But at the back of the church is an headstone, and this headstone is of an old runner. When I say old, he wasn't old, but he was a long time back. And his name was Griffith Morgan, and he was also known as Guto Nyth Brân. And it's recorded that he ran 12 miles in 53 minutes. I wish I know him. When I was doing BFTs, he could have run mine for me. And when he finished the run, his sweetheart came up, put her arms around him, tapped him on the back, and he had a massive heart attack and died. Now, in the comics, our comics now, not the ones you got today, if you can remember back, there was a runner in there, and he was called Hooson, and he had a black leotard on, and he used to run in bare feet. Apparently, this was Guto, and they just changed his name and put it in there. But he was so famous throughout the athletic world that every athlete comes to see his grave once in their career. And if you ever make a visit to Llanwynno, across the road from the cemetery is an hotel. It's called the Llanwynno. If you go in there and go into the main bar, you can see all the athletes that have turned up and had their photograph taken. Now, in 1959, they started the Oscaros race, and what it is a person, very well known athlete, is invited. The story goes that at one period in time, his girlfriend was going to make him tea, but they had no milk. So he ran down, got some milk, and ran back before the kettle boiled. Like my kettle, takes years to boil. But that's one story. And another story is that when he was going to run in a race, he'd sleep in horses' dung to keep him warm and keep his joints from seizing up and keep them flexible. I hope he had more than Lynx as a deodorant, because I wouldn't do things like that. But that's one thing that's happened here. And his grave is there. Anybody will show it where it is from the village or bring fun on. You have nice meals there. And it's nice to have a drink when you're hot, like we are now. Also, there's an Edward Thomas Award. Now this Edward Thomas Award dates from 1167. Wrong. God, I'm in a bit of a fix today. It's a moutzy, the sun. I mean, I'll just check it here. The Edward Thomas Award is from 1678. And when he died, he left in his will that 10 poor people in the village on the 21st of December would receive £5. And the tradition is still going today. Now, because there's not many poor people around, what they've done is a committee. No one knows you put in for it. No one knows who the committee or who votes. But now they pick 10 people that gives a significant contribution to life of the parish and the local community. And I haven't been in the bull that long. You know, when you talk about people that's lived here, and the award is quite a distinction to get. I'm going through my pockets because I had the honour of having this award a couple of years ago. And what they do, they get a special coin that's made in the Royal Mint. And you go to the church, which is still open, and you can go to Mass on a Sunday. And what you get, I got my name up there because I cherish this. And you get a 50p piece, specially made and encased, put into a box, and that is presented to you by the mayor and the head of the council and the people of the church as a thank you for things you do. Now, I honestly think I don't deserve it, but who am I? So that's another thing that's happened. You know, there's traditions that keep going on, and without traditions, why bother? So I'm not going to say too much about the church, but next time we come up, we'll have a look inside and you'll see what it's like. You've got a font, not one you got on the computer. This is a font for putting babies in. That's medieval. And another little interesting thing about the church is Doctor Who was filmed, and the church is behind me, and if you look at my right, that side of the church, that's where the TARDIS landed, and just a bit further on is a grave, or they put a grave there in the wall where they come from the underworld. So for science fiction fans, you can come and visit and have a look where Doctor Who parked his van, right? So that's all I'm going to say. I hope you keep safe, I hope you keep well, and from the whole team, look after yourself and do social distancing. Stay at home. Okay? Be kind to your neighbours. Thank you very much. If you like this, ring the bell, press whatever it is, and share. Okay? I'll speak to you again later. Thank you very much.